President Tinubu, who is visiting the northeastern part of the country for the first time since assumption to office, is to attend the Nigerian Army Annual Conference as the special guest of honor. The president will declare open the Chief of Army Staff Conference and also unveil 107 solar-powered vehicles provided by Borno State government for the state-owned mass transit company, Borno Express. We are now joined by New Central Correspondent in Maiduguri, Umaru Kirawa, for more on this. Umaru, it's nice to have you around on the news.
Yeah, it's great having you.
Well, this is the first time that President Bola Tinubu will be visiting Maiduguri. What do you make of this particular visit, tying that, of course, to the conference that is set to be ongoing in the States?
Well, like you have rightly said, this is the first time Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is visiting Nigeria's northeast, particularly Borno State, for the first time since his assumption as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the visit is tying it to the Chief of Army Staff's conference. It's incomplete without talking about the security situation. The visit by the President, to many, is said to demonstrate the level of peace, security, and level of stability which the state is enjoying, taking into consideration the level of devastation occasioned by the decade-long Boko Haram insurgency that has ravaged people, that have led to the killing of many people, and so on and so forth. So with regard to the main purpose of the visit by the President, he is here to flag off the Chief of Army Staff Conference, which the conference has the theme Personnel Motivation for Effective Operational Performance in a Joint Environment. So this conference is usually organized by the Nigerian Army annually to comprehensively review ongoing operational engagement of the Nigerian Army in all theaters of operations across the 6 geopolitical zones in the country. And this time around, the President took time to discuss. Even right now, he's making his he's making a speech talking about the level of security in the country, and of course, commending efforts of the Nigerian Army and critical stakeholders in the country, the state governors, and so on and so forth, leading to the improvement in the security situation and boosting their morale, saying that hope is now here, and that he will provide all ways and means to ensure that the country is secured. And most importantly, the President, for the first time, is talking about the recent incident that happened in Kaduna State, which led to the death of many Nigerians at Tudumbiri, which he said the incidents will be thoroughly investigated and compensations will be paid and efforts will be put forth to address such kind of issues and forestall it in future occurrence. And the President is also expected, after making his presentations, to inspect an ongoing Nigerian Army Reference Hospital, Maiduguri, and lay a foundation for 7 Division headquarters. And of course, a lot of things is expected out of this conference, taking into consideration the level of peace being enjoyed in Borno State, the number of surrendering insurgents, now that we have mass surrender of the insurgents, which is tied to the level of peace in the state, and of course, in the northeast region and the country as a whole.
Well, Kirawa, we know that this is not the first time that the President will be having engagements with service chiefs in Nigeria. There have been a couple of times that the President has held security briefs with security chiefs at Aso Rock, most especially this year, so many times. So there have been robust talks or discussions between the President and the security chiefs, and for most especially those in the northern part of the country, talks, discussions, and all these, it will mean so much for them if they see a difference in terms of improvement in security and well-being for those who are affected by this ongoing onslaught against insurgency. Now, do you think with the Nigerian president visiting, of course, the service chiefs or the security heads at this particular conference, is there any optimism that something will change for the better? Is there any optimism or anything, or expectation that you feel that the people in this particular area of the country are hoping for, are looking towards in terms of ensuring that security is beefed up and casualties are minimized while they engage these insurgents?
Well, to use the word of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was emphatic saying that a renewed hope is here. And people are, most importantly, the people in the Northeast, particularly Borno State, are enjoying the level of peace here, despite the fact that there are certain roads that are still not opened, and there is certain local government that is still, that has not yet been resettled. But people are optimistic that this conference will hopefully lead to interagency collaboration, because even the Chief of Army Staff was emphatic about interagency collaboration and enhanced intelligence gathering. And of course, the persuasive approach, which they call non-kinetic means of engaging people at the grassroots to ensure that peace and security is maintained. And of course, the issue of socio-economic activities to commence in most of the local areas. And of course, this is being emphasized by the Minister of Defense, which he says they will ensure that insecurity ends in the nearest future. That is what he said while making his speech. So it is a long way to go, but the body language of the people here is things are gradually getting better, because now people in Borno and on the shores of Lake Chad can do a lot of things in which many years down the lane they can't do, they are scared, and so on and so forth. So for here in the Northeast, issues are really improving, but more need to be done.
Thank you so much, Umaru Kirawa, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.